Discover Turkey minus 150 plus fascinating facts about history. Relax and enjoy this journey through Turkey. Even if you are drifting toward sleep, the story will gently flow around you, carrying calm images, soft details, and interesting facts about this magnificent country. Nestled at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, Turkey stretches across continents with landscapes as diverse as its history. From the sparkling coastlines of the Aegean and Mediterranean seas to the rugged mountains of the east, Turkey's geography unfolds like a living painting, inviting your senses to explore every curve, river, and valley. Cities rise from plains and hills, Aliki, Istanbul, Ankara, Izmir, and Antalya, carrying its unique rhythm, history, and culture, blending ancient traditions with modern life. The population moves through these spaces with quiet determination, reflecting the country's diversity. From bustling urban centers to peaceful villages tucked among olive groves, vineyards, and orchards that have thrived here for centuries. Turkey's climate shifts gently across regions from Mediterranean warmth along the coast to the snowy peaks of the east, and the central Anatolian plains that bloom in spring and cool in winter, shaping the daily lives of its people and the rhythm of agriculture, trade, and cultural festivities. Turkey's history is woven with stories older than empires, a land where civilizations rose and fell, leaving treasures embedded in the land and in the hearts of its people. From the ancient Hittites, Phrygians, and Lydians to the classical Greeks and Romans, every stone tells a tale of innovation, resilience, and artistry. The Byzantine era left monumental churches, mosaics, and architectural wonders that still inspire awe, while the Ottoman Empire transformed the land into a bridge between continents, art and science, trade and tradition. Key historical figures, sultans, and visionary leaders guided the country through triumphs and challenges, shaping its cultural, political, and social foundations. Important events, such as the rise and fall of empires, battles for dominance, and the eventual formation of the modern republic under Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, stand as milestones that influenced both regional and global history. Today, Turkey is a democratic republic with a parliamentary system and a president, balancing a rich legacy with modern governance, rule of law, and active civic engagement. Its military, judiciary, and legislative bodies work to maintain stability, protect freedoms, and guide the country forward, all while honoring centuries of tradition and innovation. As you breathe and let the narrative float around you, the gentle geography, vibrant cities, and rich history blend seamlessly, offering both curiosity and relaxation. Rivers like the Kızılırmak and Euphrates wind through plains and mountains. Lakes glisten with serene reflections, and forests whisper ancient secrets. Turkey's cultural identity has been shaped by these lands and waterways, providing context for traditions, language, art, and daily life. Even the food, music, and festivals are deeply rooted in the historical currents that have passed through Anatolia for millennia, creating a living tapestry that continues to inspire awe. From Istanbul's historic skyline, where mosques rise beside minarets and bustling markets, to the quiet villages where crafts and culinary skills have been passed down through generations, Turkey presents a story of balance between past and present nature and city tradition and innovation. As this gentle exploration unfolds, your mind can drift along the streets, mountains, and seas, absorbing both knowledge and calm in equal measure. Every detail, from the architecture of ancient ruins to the soft sounds of daily life in villages, flows into the next, creating a continuous, soothing narrative. The land stretches endlessly into the distance, with deserts and plains blending into forests and highlands. Every historical site, every natural wonder, and every community contributes to Turkey's essence, a country that is as much about discovery as it is about quiet reflection. And as you settle deeper into this calm journey, the story of Turkey unfolds not just as history, but as a living, breathing experience, inviting curiosity, peace, and gentle wonder. Notice the details if you're awake, and let them float gently if you are drifting into sleep. Turkey's story is as much about its people and landscapes as it is about the innovations, achievements, and resilience that have shaped the nation throughout centuries. From the early days of the Ottoman Empire, military strength played a central role in the country's identity, with skilled soldiers, strategic fortresses, and naval prowess allowing empires to expand across continents. Armies moved with discipline across deserts, plains, and mountains, while fleets sailed the seas, connecting distant shores, trading goods, and safeguarding territories. The military tradition, though historically grand, evolved alongside the nation, embracing modern structures with army, navy, and air forces working cohesively to ensure safety, national stability, and regional influence. Military academies nurtured strategic minds and leadership, while historical battles and campaigns became lessons in resilience, strategy, and adaptation that still inform modern doctrines. Beyond combat, the military's role in civil engineering, architecture, and infrastructure left traces across the country, from roads and bridges to fortified cities and grand palaces that echo both power and artistry. Innovation in Turkey has flowed seamlessly alongside these traditions of strength, often inspired by necessity and vision. Architects, engineers, and scholars of the Ottoman era pushed boundaries with domed mosques, intricate minarets, aqueducts, and bridges, blending function with breathtaking aesthetics. Scientific inquiry thrived in observatories, laboratories, and workshops, where thinkers explored astronomy, medicine, mathematics, and early forms of chemistry. Turkish contributions to art, medicine, and architecture spread across regions, influencing distant lands and reflecting the interconnectedness of knowledge across the empire. In modern times, Turkey continued this legacy of creativity, establishing research institutions, universities, and innovation centers where science and technology are nurtured with precision, curiosity, and care. Breakthroughs in medicine, aerospace, energy, and engineering highlight the nation's ability to merge tradition with cutting-edge progress. Engineers design bridges that withstand earthquakes, scientists develop medical technologies that improve lives, and innovators craft solutions in renewable energy, digital technology, and transportation systems. These achievements, quietly unfolding day by day, demonstrate the country's ability to adapt, learn, and lead. The fusion of history and modernity is also reflected in everyday life. Streets hum with energy, where craftsmen, inventors, and entrepreneurs carry forward centuries of knowledge, while students, researchers, and engineers quietly push the boundaries of understanding in laboratories, workshops, and tech hubs. Aviation and maritime technologies continue to honor the country's historic navigation skills, while innovations in sustainable farming, water management, and urban planning ensure that daily life flows with efficiency and care. Even cultural innovations, from music instruments to textiles, follow centuries of refinement and experimentation, providing inspiration that travels across generations. Through this slow, immersive journey, the observer notices the invisible threads connecting past ingenuity with present-day accomplishments. And the soft rhythm of life here emphasizes that achievement is both cumulative and continuous, built from curiosity, diligence, and community. As you drift further into the narrative, the achievements of Turkey appear not only as grand milestones, but as quiet, everyday triumphs. Scientists observing stars in remote observatories, engineers constructing delicate bridges over wild rivers, artisans weaving textiles with centuries-old techniques, and innovators designing systems to improve national infrastructure and global trade. This blend of history, science, and modernity creates a unique harmony where culture, knowledge, and technology coexist gently, reminding us that progress is a slow and steady flow, much like the rivers and winds of the Anatolian plains. Each fact, each story, each contribution merges seamlessly into the next, allowing your mind to absorb, relax, and appreciate both the grandeur and the subtlety of a country that has always been at the crossroads of civilization. And as the day unfolds softly across mountains, valleys, and cities, you feel the quiet pulse of innovation, achievement, and continuities, strong and calm, guiding the land toward an even brighter horizon.